Good evening and welcome to the Candid Connections live podcast where we dive into everything from life, love, and relationships. Real talk, no filters. I'm one of your hosts, Tiffany.
I'm your host, Janelle Lene.
I'm your host, Gaynell Lachey.
I'm one of your guest male residents, give you that real male perspective. Your boy Carl.
And how do you count to 1 billion? You put me on the show with the rest of the folks. So here we are.
But first, before we start, just want to put out a disclaimer that we are not certified relationship experts. We are just a bunch of friends that like to talk about relationships and life. So let's get candid.
Well, we do want to hear your perspective as well. So please comment in the chat and we may even bring you up to the live conversation.
Okay, y'all. So today's topic is men. We would like to know, why do y'all string women along knowing y'all don't want them? I want to go first. Which one of y'all men got the answer for that?
Can I add to that?
No one does that, so we can move on to the next subject. Nelson, if you wants to add something, what you got?
Why do y'all keep them around? Why you just don't let them go?
Okay.
Janelle, this your topic that you know.
It's just a topic that we all came about. Answer the question.
We've been talking about this, and now is okay. Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I naturally always try to make sure that I'm prepared for these conversations in a way that have nothing to do with me specifically, but globally what men may do. And I came up with a list, and I got a few of them. Y'all ready to dive into one of them?
Let's do it.
Carl, I think we should add one more disclaimer. By the end of this call, each one of them needs to let us know one thing that they learned about this conversation. So now, let's get candid. Number one, it's for convenience. It's easy.
Come on, Dashiki.
For convenience. You say for convenience.
That's the answer. That's one reason. I'm saying one reason that men keep women around is for convenience. Are you shocked by that?
You know, I'm not.
Tiffany seems shocked.
Well, can you elaborate when you say convenience?
But why that's not just...
Absolutely. I was waiting on that. It's easy. All right, good. I'm so glad you asked. Listen, if it's late night and I just happen to have the munchies, where do I go? The convenience store. Why? Because it's open. That's the answer. Ooh, she breathing and moving around in the chair. All right. That's number one. One reason to keep it what is for convenience. Thought you'd never ask. Number two, because it's comfortable. We do things that are comfortable to us. You got to think. If you put your hand on the stove, it's uncomfortable. You're going to remove it. But if you're someplace that's comfortable, someplace that you might call home, you're probably going to go back there. Why? Because it's comfortable. I'll make it easier for you ladies. When y'all have that bra on that feels comfortable, don't you wear that one more often than the one that's uncomfortable? So why do you keep that bra around? Say it with me, Carl. Because it's comfortable.
What's the next?
So we got 2 C's. We got some more C's. What happened to Tiffany? Let's get Tiffany back here. Did she pass out?
There she is.
You missed the analogy about how comfortable it is. We were talking about you all's comfortable bras, how you all reach for that versus the one that's uncomfortable. I wanted to make sure you understood. It's a comfortable bra, so we do it because it's comfortable.
Women are comfortable bra.
No, I'm trying to...
He gave us what he said.
That's your analogy.
Analogy.
That's the analogy, though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, do you not have a bra that's uncomfortable?
I don't buy uncomfortable bras out the gate.
The ones that are comfortable, do you keep them around?
Yes.
Okay, that's the answer. Okay, well then that's
but
the answer.
I get the correct bra the first time.
How many do you have?
Well, that's...
Okay, there we go.
What is the next? Because I am like...
You keep more than one around. That's all I want to know. Here we are. All right, y'all want to go with another C?
Mm-hmm.
Conflict avoidance. And so the reason I say...
explain.
Conflict avoidance, you keep folks around, but not in the capacity of the actual person, because you don't got to be in conflict with them. You don't have... Remember, we had a conversation in an excellent show where we talked about roles and responsibilities. But if you don't have a defined relationship, you can keep folks around because you don't have those roles and responsibilities that what you probably would fail at. So guess what? Now you don't have conflict.
I think that will eventually lead up to conflict, though.
When does it turn into conflict?
Once feelings start getting involved.
For who?
The female, of course, because y'all just keep them around.
Right.
Okay. So if the conflict comes up, but you're still around, how much of a conflict is it?
Well, I don't know.
Carl, I told you we was ready. You see how quiet they are tonight?
But you also have another woman on your main woman, and you got this other woman that you just can't leave alone. So why keep messing with her?
Well, I can't speak to having a main woman and other women. That's not an arena that I have an idea about at this stage of life. Sure. So
But what was the reason in your younger days?
You went to the
the
convenience store
first
looking for
3 that I gave
Wrong.
you. The first 3 answers I gave you. Convenience, comfort, conflict avoidance. I got a list. We can keep going. We got
Let's
an
keep
hour.
going.
All right. Do they have them there? We went to the convenience store looking for a comfortable bra. All right.
2 for 1.
Ego validation. We're men. We want to win. It's an ego thing. And so I don't know that you all could ever, when I say you all, I say women. I don't know that women could, unless they're in sport or athletics or something where there is a strong push to win, but our egos are involved. And that's one reason. Because if you let them go, isn't that kind of like losing? You don't
But
play the
you
rules.
don't. But
What
you
about her?
don't want her.
But if you have the comfort and convenience, why would you give up comfort and convenience? You're winning. That's not losing. All right, so let's do it this way. Let's say the person is no longer willing to be comfortable and convenient. That's a loss for a guy. That is a strike of the ego. Because if he didn't say it's over and she says it's over, that's an ego press. So when you say why could a man
Who
keep
is
people on?
control?
Huh?
No, it's the ego.
Control and ego.
That's another C. Control is one of them too, for sure. Again, as men, we want to win. And by winning, you control the dynamics, right? You could be, so you have a thermostat, right? A thermostat, you can change the temperature, but the room changes after you change it. Who changes the temperature of the thermostat? The man. Because if the temperature ain't set right and you feeling like you being strung along, your temperature gauge is what? 38 hot, right? But who got you hot? The person that controlled the temperature. Now, if that man was an amazing man like Carl and I, and treated with you all the respect and
It's
adoration
way
that the
too many
woman should be
analogies
treated
for
with,
me.
don't you think that temperature is going to be a little bit different? So that's controlling the thermostat.
Okay, I'm learning.
It's good. So you okay, Tiffany?
Tiffany, like she got something to say.
Let's wait for her to come back while y'all digest these amazing.
I want to hear what Carl got to say.
Carl comes in sweet clean up.
So
We'll get through the first 5 and then we'll go. Go ahead, Carl.
Okay, how many was that?
Yep.
We
Ooh, they
got
busy,
comfort,
Carl. They can't even
control,
keep over the
ego.
numbers. We got
And Tiffany
convenience,
trying to skip out.
convenience,
Yeah.
comfort, control, and conflict avoidance.
Okay, so the conflict avoidance. Eventually, there's going to be some conflict.
Yeah, we'll deal with that then.
It's just for the now.
So when the conflict comes, go to the thermostat, just adjust it a little bit. And this is where that whole dynamic about them being kept around, because you got to understand that if conflict comes and a woman stays, something happened to where the temperature was put at a place where y'all didn't say I'm out. I mean, I really don't even think it's a guy thing. I really think it's a lady thing. That's why I'm like, it's funny y'all asking this question, because a person that's around, that's just being kept around, is only around because they stay. Like nobody is shackled. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can agree with that. Because,
Okay.
I mean, if she's not, because, I mean, women, it gets to a point in time where you know, like, this ain't it, and you know the game. So if she chooses to stay, then yes, that's on her when she's just getting the bare minimum. And she knows she's getting the bare minimum. However, I know we talked about this before, but what about those instances where the man, he's doing all the things, but he still don't want her, but he's going to keep her at bay?
That one is difficult because there's not been I have not had that as an experience personally. And I don't necessarily know that I even know anybody that has done that. Because I think we were talking, we were like, does this guy invest into the relationship around family, doing the things, but not really want her? I don't really know what that world looks like.
Carl, can you answer that?
The topic question?
Yeah, either one.
Because I'm just kind of listening and just kind of watching facial expressions, making sure everybody's chiming in. I'm glad Tiffany back. Billy came prepared and a little bit more than me, because I heard the topic, and I know it's based off conversations we've had in the episodes. And to me, this was kind of a setup topic. Why? Because I know this is a Janelle question, and then we talking about
How came about this?
even the topic, you said, why do men string women along even when they know they don't want them? And I think in the previous conversation, we put the word string along in this conversation now that talks about that it's like they didn't know what was going on. But the reality was, in our previous conversation, if correct me if I'm wrong, in this relationship, this man done told this woman or gave them a signal that it's not working and and their voice is not heard. So after a while, he gets quiet in the relationship. So he gets quiet in the relationship and he still got that access, that convenience, and he done told her what it was, but she's not listening. So there's a point where men get quiet. There's a point where men get quiet and it's not stringing them along. It's like, I've told you, but I'm just not now. I'm out of breath and we're in this relationship, situational ship. And I done told you, I'm not just going to keep on telling you. And it's not stringing you along. It's what the relationship is now.
So
And
why
that
just not
convenience.
just
And now it is that convenience that's there. You're still there. The woman is still there with that man after he said what he said or after the talking stopped and the convenience is still there.
Okay, so question. When the convenience leave, why do y'all chase her back?
Explain that, because
When the convenience leave, because y'all don't want her, right? But when
At that
she
time.
leaves and when she leaves a situation, like you said, is about ego, right? You don't want to lose. So when she leaves a situation, why is the temperature raised up to get her back?
y'all asked a bunch of trick questions tonight.
How is that a trick question?
Ladies,
'cause
y'all
it
understand what I'm talking about?
It is a couple of answers for that question, but y'all won. So even go ahead, Bill.
Create a scenario where maybe kind of just give me like I don't want to call it a role play, but I'm a little confused by that question. So you're saying the guy is now chasing the person he didn't even give energy. I'm just kind of confused.
So because you said it's about control and ego, right? And you don't want to lose.
But you said she
So
left.
yeah, so
Right?
like when she's leave the situation, you know how sometimes someone will leave the situation and then the man will come and like manipulate or promote or try to get her back
Okay.
for access. But if
Oh.
she leaves, then what's the point? If you don't want her, then why are you going towards her again, trying to get her
because they
back?
miss that convenience.
You just answered your own question. You said what he's doing. He's manipulating because he wanted back. That's one answer for it.
But why manipulate if you don't want her?
Yeah, the question is why.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, y'all my people, but I don't. I'm really trying to think about a time where I don't really have a reflective about somebody that left and trying to go get them back if I didn't want them. Like, because if I didn't want them, they gone. I'm not. Why would I go? That's why I'm confused.
And I say it's a trick question because it's situational ship is what's going on in that relationship. The whys. We would have to go deeper in the whys and what happened to get to that point. Because the first thing y'all gonna say, what happened? What's the first scenario y'all gonna say happened? Don't get quiet.
What? We got a lot of things to say.
What's the first thing that women usually say happened in a relationship that's gonna turn it sour?
But
What did they say?
Look, he cheated. What did he say? Y'all know that's the first thing y'all gonna say.
What?
He cheated. So if that's the scenario, then we can bring it to that. But there's other scenarios to even bring up. So that's why it's a trick question.
So I guess to help Carl help you, because you sis, are you saying if a guy gets caught cheating and that lady is now deuces, why does he chase the person who he cheated on to get her back?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I was saying was you don't know that you don't want this girl, but she's convenient for access. But when she gets tired of the access and she leaves, then y'all do what y'all can to get her back into that position again.
So
Because
tell us
they
the
miss the
premise.
access.
Tell us the premise about how do you know that we don't want this girl as a man? How do you know the men don't want the girl?
Well, if y'all just got her for access.
But you asked the question, why string him along if you know you don't want him? How do you, and I'm talking about in general as women, know that he don't want them?
Well,
He
he
don't want
ain't
her.
committed to her.
Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry with my technical difficulties. So it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, we
about
can hear you.
it's thanks. It's not about the woman knowing, it's about the man knowing he don't want her and he's stringing her along. So then she gets sick and tired of being sick and tired. She has that aha moment like, oh, he really don't want me. He just want the access. So she leaves, but then he's calling 50, 11 times trying to get her back. And it's like, well, you only wanted me for the access, but that's not what but you continue to chase for that. It's like, go get the access somewhere else. Leave me out of that.
Okay. So to that point,
You entertained it.
you can't be mad at him because he enjoyed the access. I mean, that's a
You
compliment.
entertained it. You gave that man that access.
Okay, so then my
So
question
why would he
is,
not? Why would he not?
my question is, once she decides I'm done entertaining this, because I agree she entertained it, why keep chasing her when she realizes what you're doing? Why keep up the chase?
Because they missed that convenience.
No, because
But you can get convenience from
want
somewhere else.
he want that access, and he's gonna try to see if he can get that access. You done did it 50, 11 times, so he gonna try it again. She tripping for about a week. She tripping for about a month.
Because it's
It's a
good.
game. It's a game to y'all.
No, it ain't a game because it's good. If it's
Game.
bad, no one cares if you're gone. It's not.
So here's the thing. This where this comes
But what if
from.
you can go somewhere else to get that?
But it might. You
And-
can't. You keep saying it as if it's equal. If it's apples to apples, it must be something about the cookie over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like,
But it's
Yeah.
something about the cookie, but you don't want her and she leave, but then you chasing her back. I guess
But
it's
you're
like
not-
you said, it's the ego. It's all about ego.
So I want to go back to the question I asked you, Gaynell. Why they don't want them?
That's a
Like,
I'm gonna
question
tell
for
you.
you to answer.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer. There's a reason why they don't want him. He done said it a few times, like I done said in this conversation. And at some point, y'all quit listening because I done said it before. And just like y'all do, y'all stop listening. After a while, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna ride this ride because she already don't listen. I done already told her I done tapped out. So I'm gonna go ahead and ride this ride until she figure it out. Now she done figured it out and she wanna leave. Well, let me see if I can manipulate her, because that's what Gaynell said. Let me see if I can manipulate her to see if I can have access again.
So it's a
But here's the
game.
thing. This comes from a previous conversation. No, it's not a game, because this comes from a previous conversation where she didn't meet the need for him, and that's why he wanted to move no further along. She put herself in a category where that's all she was about. She wasn't nurturing. She wasn't caring. She wasn't the woman that he wanted. So he put her in a category.
and gave
that
her
was the
time to
access
level
for her.
herself up, which she never did.
So why don't y'all just leave?
We try to be kind and give you guys an opportunity to get greater.
What, Carl? What, Carl?
We done left.
They ain't left. They left, but they ain't left.
We done left. The men done left. They done left.
You want the access?
Y'all left, but y'all haven't left.
And here's the thing. Date women, and sometimes, and I believe men should date multiple women in a non-monogamous relationships to find out who they really want, who really wants them. Because then they'll find out that this one is doing a little bit more than the next. And
So only men
because
should be able to do that.
That's a whole nother question.
No.
that is,
Answer it.
and we can get into and we can get into it if you want to.
Hear the
Get into
answer.
So you said, run the question one more time.
So only men should be able to date multiple to figure out what they want or who's doing what.
I got
Not
a better
women.
question. Do women want to expose themselves to multiple men to get to that answer? Does that
When you
help?
say expose, like if
Well,
you're
you-
just going
I don't
out
mean
on
expose. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah.
See, you're starting stuff, because really that goes into the topic. Should you give 50 men a chance or one man 50 chances.
But here's the thing. The woman don't necessarily have to give each man access. She's just dating to
Getting to
see
know
what he
'em.
got to offer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a conversation.
But no, Janelle,
That
they
didn't
trying to
sound like
flip
what
it
you
back
said,
on the
though.
women.
Mhm.
Wait, how are we flipping it on the women? And she said, can women do it too? We didn't say that. Was she still here when she just said us women? We did not say
I
y'all
was.
women.
Replay that back.
What are
Because
we doing?
because Carl said it goes back to, do you give somebody 50 chances or do you date 50 people? So basically what you're saying is women should give the 50 chances where men should be able to date 50 people. Is that what you're saying?
I asked you a question, and that's what I said the question. Now you answer
So
that question.
going back to the question, do you think that only men should be allowed to date multiple?
That's a yes or no.
My thing is, I want to clarify, because you know how Janelle do things, because I just said it. I said, I think men should be open and honest and have non-monogamous relationships with a few women if they're dating, right? When they find out that one woman who goes over and beyond, who does the calls, who is extra sensitive, who does with her part to show that she wants him, then that's the woman he chooses, and he continues their relationship to see what it goes on. Now, if he don't find it, now we're talking about we're in these relationships where these women done gave him access and they done moved on and they're thinking he's going to be in a relationship. And you done said we done strung him along and we're still there knowing that we don't want him. We told you the requirements and you didn't meet the requirements, and we let you know that and you didn't listen. And here we are.
But that didn't answer my question.
Restate your question.
So you're saying only men should be able to date multiple, but not women?
Janelle, the world is a double standard. The world is a double standard.
Okay, so you be going there. So why?
Women need to focus on themselves and being 100%, as men should as well. But you don't want to devalue yourself by dating multiple men. You want to date that right man.
How you gonna know? If you're saying men can date multiple women to find that right woman, but the woman gotta date a man, figure out he ain't right, then move to the next man, then figure out he ain't right until the right one comes.
But I don't want to leave out the part. I don't want to leave out the part that man took that same step that woman took to get itself 100% right. Right?
Who says the woman's not 100%?
I'm letting you know. We're going to make these people. This is where it's got to be, because again, we talked about experiences, what we've been through, you know, what we've experienced, and we know that you got to be whole with yourself. You know, I don't know how many relationships you've gone through, but those experiences made you who you are and made you understand a little bit better. So now we know this, we know that you got to be 100% good with yourself, that man and that woman. So as I'm saying, once that man is 100% good with himself,
Jesus
and
Christ
he's
tonight.
open and honest, and he's saying, yeah, I'm dating, I'm looking for somebody, and this is what it is. And if that woman in that position knows this and she's not stepping up to the
This
plate,
can't keep happening.
then she's putting herself in a category, because eventually, again, we talked about it. Every man is looking for that one woman. And if you're going to be that woman, you got to do more than the next.
I'm gonna help you out even more, Janelle. And this is, when you gave the question, this is the thing that came to my mind. So this is the first Tuesday of 2002. Let's just say that on tomorrow we're on the 7th day, right, of 2026. Say both a man and a woman set out for 2026 to be in a position where they're in a relationship of value. I'm saying on day number 8, if a man went out with a different woman for 7 days, that man would be a man who went out with a different woman 7 days. If a woman went out with a different man for 7 days, on the 8th day, they are not equal. The woman that went out with somebody different all of those days does not get valued the same way that the man does, because what I believe would happen is the woman would be like, okay, well, he went out with a different person because he's trying to find the right person. For a woman to be out with that many men, that is just not, I don't think it's equal. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I'm just saying that the value I think that they're not equal at the end of the 7 days. I think the woman's value would be less, because if the woman shows up on day 8 and was like, yeah, I've been out with a different man every day this year, that's worse than not opening the door when you got your car. I don't need, like, I'm just saying, I just think that value would be different. That's just my opinion.
Which is a double standard, which is
It definitely is a
real.
double standard.
Yeah.
Double standards are real.
I just want to know, why is her, just playing devil's advocate, why is her value decreased? I mean, she's not giving the man access.
We don't know what she did for them 7 days. We have no
But
idea.
what I'm saying, if she's not giving the man access and she's trying to find, the person who best fits her, why is it a double standard for her to go out on dates with multiple men, but she's not engaging in, access with these men? She's just getting to know these men like y'all get to know these women.
Because the men can't take it.
Can't take what? What's the take? If she been out with 7
What
different
y'all give
dudes,
out.
Men can't take it, and men don't want it.
no, it's exactly. And we don't even care. It ain't nothing to take.
Is she for everybody? She for everybody.
Going out just like y'all.
How's she for
Yeah, man.
everybody if it's just
She ain't
dates?
for
She's trying to
We don't
find
look.
person
We
too.
don't know nothing about that. So Tiffany, to catch you up, we just said if a woman went out on a date with a different man every day this year, her value would be less on day 7 or day 8 than a man who went out with a different woman every day this year.
Oh, well, you said
That's-
every day this weird. I thought you said every day this week.
I thought you said week. I thought
Well,
you said
7 days.
week.
I'm just saying 7 days.
Same difference.
I'm saying tomorrow's the 7th day of the year, so I'm
Well, I
saying
was
7
here.
days.
I was
If
still
it
on
gets
here
to
when
six-
Carl.
Tiffany.
It's surprising that
Still on here when Carl said it was a double standard.
You couldn't know.
At this
Just
point, women aren't. I don't know what we should do or what we can do. What you're saying is sit back and take your crap. That's what I hear. Sit back and take your crap.
we take,
Okay.
hold on, even if you put it like that, I'm going to throw it back at you, because we sit back and take y'all crap because y'all got double standards that work for y'all. And we got to sit back and take y'all crap.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example?
No.
That's the crap he's talking about. You always
We
want an
got it.
example about something.
We got anything in the chat?
Y'all know your whole life is a double standard.
We have from Antoine, women need to have potential mates vetted by men they trust. Sloan said, that's right. Y'all would be considered hoes if y'all do that. Men can
Just
carry,
saying.
I knew
bro.
Salone would say
can
something
date
like
many
that.
women, and it's dating.
What's up, AB? Happy New Year,
Can you
AB.
read
Happy
again? What
New
did
Year,
AB
Sloan.
say?
That's real.
Women need to have
he's
potential
saying-
mates vetted by men
So
they
he said men
trust.
should
I
date
like that. That's a good one.
men
Meaning that
as
your
long as
man
there's
that's
other
close to
men
you,
there that
you
they
have
can
a conversation
can
with that
vet
man to
those
give the
men.
woman
So it's
some
not
input.
that they can't do it. Okay. And Sloan said women are, or
I don't think he was speaking to that part at all. I think he was just saying in general. Janelle, what did we have in the chat on the other chat?
Sloan said, that's right. Y'all would be considered hoes if y'all did that. You can date many women, and it's dating.
Say it, Janelle.
So, somebody said they missed it something too early too, right? It looks like Miss
I just
Paula.
don't see how that lowers a woman's value.
I mean, listen, you might not be able to see it. There are 4 men. You know how I'm about the data. Go get you 10 men and ask them the question. If they tell you that it's a devalue, then you have to accept that that's what we're the ones that's defining it. So you can't be like, yo, our value didn't drop because we out here a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the ones that's making that
So-
decision.
So 7-year-old woman, she's single. She's looking, hoping somebody find her. She got 3-4 prospects that comes her way.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying if she go on date with all 4 of them, then she's devalued.
She's less valuable than if she went out with one and focused on him. Because remember what Carl said? Men will give you, if there's interest, mutual interest on both sides, the man's going to give you some things that make you more valuable. If you're busy out with these other guys, you're not even paying attention to the list. I'm going to say list, but you're not even paying attention to the guy who is giving you some dynamics that would make the relationship work.
Wouldn't that go the same way for the men? You're not, if you
It's a
date
double
multiple-
standard, Janelle. It's a double.
Get it, twin. Let her know. Get it.
They don't like it when we do it. It ain't like we doing anything but having conversation with other men.
You're
If a
not
woman
just having
chooses to go
conversation.
out,
You are
How come?
you're also ignoring that guy.
how
But
you
y'all
ignoring
ignoring that
guy?
woman too.
Well, I didn't say we weren't, but I'm just saying
So I'm trying. What's the difference?
You and other women want a man that other women are attracted to, right? And y'all, women base it off, women look at a man and base the relationship off their future. Men look at a woman and base it off their past. They don't want a woman who's been with a lot of men.
So is that how the string along come on? Y'all go based off what y'all want. If she don't fit this narrative, then y'all keep her, like you said, in this place until y'all find what y'all want.
I think using the word string along is the woman's way to say she's the one stuck in a place where she can't get out of because he done told her he's not stringing her along. She's allowing this process that she needs to fully cut off.
True. So like that, and that's the part that was confusing to me because like when we say string along, when you all say string along, like the fact that you're even saying that means you already know you're not you. A woman isn't the one. The woman knows she's not the one. If you know you're not the one and you're still providing convenience, comfort, ego validation, you're still providing all that. Why is it the man's responsibility when the woman knows that she's not the one? That's a choice.
Agree. I feel like that's a choice. I feel like the woman is her responsibility to leave the situation. She knows she's not getting what she wants out of the situation. My definition of string along is when the man knows this isn't the woman that he wants, but yet he's still doing all the things.
Yeah, I got you. That's what I did remember you saying that before. The doing of all of the things. That's a
Yes, to
different
keep
dynamic.
her. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my thing. But if he's done said I'm not ready for a relationship, I'm not ready to do this, and he done told you that,
So
and
I'll answer that a little bit better for you then, because in that scenario, he may be, if he's still doing all the things to try to make it work, he's probably seeing the potential in the relationship. But here's the thing, because there's always a thing. He sees the potential, but it's his potential that he sees. He's not watching patterns. He's not noticing patterns. The other situation is we were noticing patterns that she wasn't doing the things she needed to do to progress in his relationships. And he's just focused on the potential of what he believes the relationship is going to be. So he's stuck in a place where he can't go, because he's thinking it's going to be good. If that's the scenario to that question.
you said he's stuck in a place where he can't go.
Mm-hmm. Where he can't move forward because he's worried about the potential that the relationship is going to bring. And again, I say that in both scenarios, she didn't meet the need, but he's still trying to make it work.
So what about what'd you say?
We have a couple of chats. Mr. Sloan said men are not going to marry hoes, which I don't understand why she got to be a hoe if she's dating, doing the same thing y'all doing.
So tendencies.
Other one is Sloan said, stop giving it up. Antoine said, friend zone is the new string along for women.
Let's get candid, right?
All right.
What Tiffany's ass
Tiffany
said.
can't take this episode. She is like, whoop.
She's
Just
having
like,
technical difficulties.
I got a couple more reasons. I think we said we got.
Okay.
How many we got? Let me see. What did we do so far? All right. So enjoying the attention kind of goes with the ego. But there are times when men are emotionally unavailable. At the end of the day, relationships that we're talking about are an investment of emotions. And sometimes a woman may get strung along because a man is just not emotionally available to be next level in the capacity that other woman might want. You understand? So like, a woman may be eager and excited. He's a great guy and he has some of the characteristics of what she might want long term. But if the man is not emotionally available, he can't that compassionate person that you want, if he's not available, then he feels like he has to get there. So a woman may be kept along until he gets there because he does see the value, but to not be emotionally available is also, I guess, another word of saying still healing from something in the past that does not allow him to. But I mean, if she an amazing person, you're not gonna skip that. Like, oh, you're so great. Let me just go work on. I mean, because if you see the potential,
But if it's you, what I'm saying though, if it's you, so for instance, is this woman, she knows what she wants, but you're not emotionally available for her. Some women would be like, well, that's not enough for me right now. I need more right now, and not willing to wait for you to figure out what you need to figure out.
Right. But some women will still be there, and then they'll be
And some women will.
in the chat talking about, yeah, girl, you're right. They be stringing us along. You have to be there.
Could it also be that he knows that that's a great woman?
Yeah.
Because he's not emotional there and he don't want to lose it.
Yeah, of course. If he got any sense, but that doesn't mean that he's ready. A great woman doesn't make a man ready. He has to be ready to be ready. But recognizing value is value. I went to go ahead. I saw
Who
a
was
house
another one?
before I built my first house, but I wasn't ready. I had to get my credit right. You know what I'm saying? I had to get myself right until I got to the place where I could have it built. That didn't mean I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize the value of what I wanted.
So, okay, with that, as far as the relationship part, so if you recognize the value of someone and you know that, like, this is a person that you want, but say, for instance, you're not ready. Why is it, but she's ready? I mean, I feel like that's the part of the string along when, like Janelle said, if you know that she's a good person, but you're not there yet. I guess it also depends on if she's willing to stay or not, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it.
Basically.
Listen, when y'all said the topic, I was like, at the end of the day, this is not a guy topic. At the end of the day, we're giving you all these answers, but this is a
Nothing
woman
is a
topic.
God topic these days.
Well, I'm just saying the woman is staying. If a woman is being strung along, tell me who's being strung along. The woman, right? So if a woman, I've never been a woman, but if you ever felt like, yo, I feel like I'm being strung along, right? Like, do y'all have any experience like that? Maybe younger days? Like, I feel like this guy's stringing me along. So how much longer? Because if
Not
you
that long.
already knew, not
No,
that long.
the inkling. You get your inkling and your intuition like someday, right? Or, I mean, you go by also of patterns of people. They only call you at certain times or texting you at certain times. I mean, a woman would know.
Yeah, she'll know, but she's still there. That's not the guy. That's what I'm saying. That's not on the guy.
But
So even
it is the guy when he knows this woman he don't want this woman, but he's wooing her in that scenario. It's the guy. Because maybe she's getting mixed signals because he knows that he don't want her. But on this end, when she's getting all of the things, she's feeling like she's wanted.
see, Gaynell is her sister's twin because she don't listen. Because this is the same thing we just said to explain this. Yes, they don't listen. If we
Clearly. And so I think Sloan has a great comment in the chat for those who
Yeah,
want
we can
to
read
swing over
that.
to the chat. I mean, then we got the little button. You can bleep it out.
He said, basically, we would just want you to get the access.
Saying.
So I want you to even think of that. Even the experiences that we've had as been in relationships. What would you be telling your younger self? Or what game would you be giving your younger self about these relationships? Because as younger, we jump into relationships in high school because they cute and do this, and we ain't even focus on ourselves. So one thing I would be telling my younger self is leave that nappy-headed girl alone, which is what your mama and daddy told you, and to leave that nappy-headed girl alone and focus on yourself to even get yourself right. So that would have stopped about 25% of your relationships right then and there. You would have been on a different path based on the experience we have, and that's what our Candid Connections conversations do.
For sure. I
So
would say
younger days.
50%. You said 25, I would say 50% are higher. A whole bunch of
When them red flags come, leave. Don't wait.
We know the red flags now, but we didn't
Right.
then.
All
And
right.
hopefully
That's what I'm saying.
someone who's younger watching this be like, hey, maybe they own to something.
We got a comment. Should we be mad at the guy who hangs with the woman who keeps him in the friend zone?
we got.
Say it again, please.
Should we be mad at the guy who hangs with the woman who keeps him in the friend zone? Well, I
Should
guess
we
that
be-
would be
Should
only
we be
him.
mad?
My issue with the friend zone is, was it ever really anything there but friends? When a woman put a person in the friend zone, there's no connection.
At least on her part.
He's
So
just waiting it out there.
are you all telling me that there's a potential of stringing a man along after y'all
No,
got
see,
access?
the woman's not stringing the man along. The woman is, most women are straight cut. You're a friend, nothing else.
Oh.
I don't think
And-
that's stringing
And
along.
you know
You're
that
not-
you know when your friend wants you, and you don't put him in the friend zone because you just said you put him in the friend zone. You know,
But
you ain't gotta say
most
you
women
put
don't
me-
even get
you-
don't
you
even
ain't hold
get
up,
far like
Janelle,
me.
because you ain't gotta say you put me and Billy in the friend zone. right?
Right.
You said you put that man in the friend zone because you knew he liked you. He
Mm.
liked
No,
you, and you
no,
put him in
no,
the
no, no,
friend zone.
no.
So now he's in the friend zone.
But it don't go past
Yes,
nothing.
yes.
Men in different relationships, like when men do it,
Of
they
course you
string
don't.
along
You
their
don't put him in
woman.
the friend zone. But in his
It was a
mind,
friend
he
at
like,
first.
So
Women
basically, what
don't
you're
never
saying
give
is
off.
if that man tried to make a pass at her and she knew that he liked her, then she put him in the friend zone. That's what y'all saying? Because what I'm thinking is the woman probably don't know that the man wants to move further unless he say something or, flirt or make a pass.
So a woman and a man knows if you're using the term friend zone, that
Something
that's
is,
what it is.
yeah, something was up. For you to have to say that, something was up.
Chad, am I wrong?
You are. I don't think women get that far like men do.
But the question was, what was the question about the friend zone, Gaynell?
Should the man hang around? That's on him. That's just like the woman. That's his choice, just like that's the
He's
woman's
hanging
choice.
around because he's in the friend zone trying to get out of the friend zone. So he's going to try to get out the friend zone. At one little opportunity, he know that when that boyfriend is making a mistake or with he go halo old boy and let him know and try to be there for you because he's in a zone he don't want to be in.
Interesting.
Very.
You got some more, Billy?
I think we covered some of the, fear of commitment, indecision. And again, that goes back to that working on yourself part. If you're not ready to make that decision, that could be a fearful thing. I mean, you may not just be ready for what you all are saying about getting out for the.
So it's ego and fear.
Those are a couple, but don't forget those other ones. Don't you dare skip those C's now. Don't you dare skip that comfort and convenience.
Comfort and I think that's what gets y'all the most is comfort and convenience.
But that comfort and convenience is being provided.
Right.
Yeah. By who?
So that's just like
Who's the comfort and convenience being provided by?
the woman. Because she cheated.
Yeah, I told you this wasn't a guy conversation. This is a woman
But
conversation.
we stringing them along.
Right. You giving me the cupcakes.
I do.
Turn this around on them. Why y'all stringing us along?
Hey man, listen, that remind me that when that dude so he sued Big Mac. I mean, he sued McDonald's because he was eating Big Macs. Huh? No. Whatever. Go ahead.
So
Carl.
here's the real issue. They're really stringing us along because, again, we see the potential in them and we try to make it happen and they ain't doing it. They don't see it. They ain't making it happen. So y'all stringing us along.
I don't see how.
Why you want to ask tricky topic questions of the night?
Okay, well, we had an interesting conversation.
Well, hold on. Janelle, did you learn
Okay.
something tonight?
I actually did learn something.
What did you learn?
That men are driven by ego and convenience.
Good. Gaynell, did you learn something tonight? You learned that tonight.
I feel I learned that. I mean, I already knew it was the woman's responsibility to leave, but I also feel like, the man wants what he wants and he don't care. He
You
don't.
learned that tonight? We didn't say nothing about Karen.
So here's the thing, Billy, even with you saying that, they saying what they learned, they should have already known this because they've been in experiences and women don't want to listen again.
Twins.
They don't want to listen because they know it and they still go after it. And they're the one who string themselves along because they know it. They know the man is what you say. The man is no good. Men got egos.
It's
You know
ego.
this.
Yeah,
Men got egos. You know that. But even though that ain't even a part of what you should have learned, but let's go with what you said you learned. You said you learned that men got egos, which you already know this. You already know this, right? Yeah, you just learned it again tonight. Case closed. Billy, go ahead.
Is it outro time?
It is. It is.
Yeah, we said what we learned. What y'all learn?
Okay.
Y'all learn anything?
Of course. We learned that y'all don't listen. All right, this is for the men. This is actually for the ladies. If you have a good man, hold on to him. And when I say a good man, what I mean is a man who might not be perfect, but a man who tries. He's hardworking. He'll go above and beyond to make you happy. He's imperfect, but is working towards being a better man each and every day. He's not out here making you look dumb. He's one of your best friends, and you can run to him with and everything that you may be going through. Yes, course he's gonna mess up here, there, and everywhere. But if he's trying to be a better man for you, love that man, keep that man, celebrate that man, because us good men are hard to find. That's all I got for you.
Can I add on here, just put a
Of course.
plug in here? Stay tuned because we're having our Candid Connections speed dating. It's about to happen. So stay tuned. If you want to join us, if you want to be single, join our speed dating, email us at candidconnectionskc@gmail.com.
What's your email again?
candidconnectionskc@gmail.com.
Yep. So thank y'all for tuning in to Candid Connections. Make sure y'all follow us on our Instagram and Facebook page. Also, make sure y'all follow and subscribe to our YouTube page. Remember,
that
you
like
deserve
button.
the kind of love that you give. Bye, y'all.
Bye.